Hey guys, what's going on? Kulprit here, and today I want to talk to you about the Battlefield 4 damage model. Now, as I like to do, sometimes I like to go around, read some forums, read Reddit, obviously Twitter, my own comments on my videos, to kind of get a feel for what the community's thinking, especially in times like this, where we just got a big unveil of, this big Battlefield 4 behemoth that we're all going to be playing. There's a lot of newness, a lot of things for people to react to, and I'm always curious. I like to formulate my own opinions, kind of in a little bit of a bubble, and that's what I've been doing for the first week of beta. Just kind of been playing, by myself and kind of formulating my own opinions. I don't want to be kind of influenced by other YouTubers or forums or these things. But now that I have my own opinions and what I think is going on and what I like, what I dislike, I want to go out and see what other people are reacting to. And one of the big consensuses that I see out there all over the place is that DICE has buffed up the BF4 damage model on weapons, or basically they've lessened the time to kill. And now I don't subscribe to that. I think there's something else going on. I'm going to talk to you about that today. I understand why people think that. We've all experienced it. You're running down the street and all of a sudden just boom, you're dead. And you're not dead to a sniper rifle or an RPG, you're just dead to an assault rifle. And it's very quick and it feels like you're one hit killed, and that's very frustrating. So those are the types of deaths that stick in your mind. Now, people quickly kind of forget that when you're on the other end and you're shooting that person, they kind of forget that, at least in my experience, I feel like a lot of times I need an extra bullet or two to kill people. I can't tell you how many times, I played so much Battlefield 3, I know exactly how many bullets or how many hit markers I need to hit somebody with. I'm off of that guy before he even actually dies. Like, the bullet hasn't even hit him yet. I know it's going to hit him. I'm moving my gun to get that second target. I know he's going to drop. Well, I do that in Battlefield 4 now, and that guy does not drop. He shrugs that last bullet, hit notifier off, turns and kills me. It's very frustrating. It's my bad, but it's okay. It happens. That's part of a new game. So, as the aggressor, I feel like I need an extra bullet or two to kill people in this game. But as the victim, as the guy that dies, obviously, yes, we all feel like we're getting one shot killed. And basically, some of the people obviously didn't play Battlefield 3. Some of them didn't play Battlefield 3 all the way back in the beta. But if you remember, Battlefield 3 beta had the exact same issue. And it was basically faulty hit notification. Basically, you weren't being told you were being shot. And what would happen is the notification, those little red kind of arrows that happen on your screen to let you know what direction you're being hit by, and that basically enables you to evade or just do something about it, turn on someone, do anything, would lag. And you would basically get them all at once. You would get them all at once, as well as, congratulations, you're dead. And that's why it feels like a one-hit kill, is because you're just dropping. You're actually getting hit, there's just nothing telling you that. So that's where people kind of are getting it wrong. They think that the time to kill is lessened, the damage model is buffed, but when in fact I think it is really faulty hit notification. Now, to further my cause, I'm going to point to a Twitter conversation between a friend of mine and Alan Kurtz, or Demise99 on Twitter. He's kind of like the head project lead at DICE for Battlefield 3 and Battlefield 4, a guy that would know about these things. And he was asked directly, are the damage models in Battlefield 4 similar to those in Battlefield 3? And his very simple answer to that was yes. Now, yes, I understand this is kind of vague a little bit, but he didn't say no, we've enhanced them, no, we've increased them. I'm going to go even further. If you go over to Simthic.com, for those of you who don't know, Simthic is a really awesome website for kind of gun stats and nerding out on guns in games. It's an invaluable tool to YouTubers and guys that talk about these things, and even just as a casual player, give it a look. You'll be surprised at some of the things that turn up, and they make it very simple to compare and contrast guns. Obviously, they're racing right now to get as much information on Battlefield 4 as they can. They've done some manual in-game tests. Literally, I gotta have a buddy stand there and they shoot him one bullet. They see what that does from what range, and it's painstaking work, but they're doing it, and it's there. And if you look at some of the factors they have, even if you factor in they might be a little bit inaccurate, they definitely correlate to Battlefield 3. Just as a quick little surface test, so let's look at the AK-12. It's got a damage max of 25, drops all the way off to 17.6. Compare that to the AK-74M at Battlefield 3, which is kind of a pretty basic comparison. Maximum 25, drops off to 18.4. The drop-off on the AK-12 starts at 10 meters. Drop-off on AK-74 starts at 8. They both have very similar rounds per minute. So you see these guns are very comparable. Again, it lends itself to telling me that the damage model is very similar on weapons in Battlefield 4. We're just having another problem going on here, and I think that's a hit notification. One other thing I wanted to talk about is a lot of people, as I read these conversations and I ask them, why they think this and whatnot, and I kind of throw my theory out there, a lot of them rebuff me with pointing to battle log stats. And if you guys know, like, now they offer you these little kind of comparisons on the side. You click on a weapon and it compares that weapon to the weapon you currently have equipped, and it'll tell you this one has better mobility, this one has better damage, it might have less recoil, whatever the case may be. There's numbers there, and it's a poor job by DICE because these numbers are very misleading. You load up one gun, it'll say 30. You load up another gun, it'll say 40. And so people take that to mean that that's the damage. That 30, oh, that gun has 30, that gun has 40. No, that's not the case, guys. Be very weary of any information you glean from Battlelog, because I'll tell you, to this day, some of the Battlefield 3 information on Battlelog is flat out wrong. That's why sites like Synthic exist. Basically, those are ratings. It's comparison ratings. That's all it is. These are not hard data of any sort. It's just something for you to compare and contrast. If this gun is a 30, that gun's a 40. Again, if you don't really know the parameters, that number's worthless to you. They should probably just take it out. But I wish they would just give us the actual numbers. I don't know why there's all this cloak and secrecy, especially when a site can just go into the files and figure out the numbers anyway. Battlelog should provide those numbers for us directly, but that's a whole other video for another day. Beware of Battlelog. Those numbers are not accurate. It's simply for rating or for comparison, okay? Now, one other kind of factor that could factor into all this stuff and will actually, in fact, lessen the time to kill and make it seem like the damage is greater is that there's no more suppression. People aren't missing as much as they were before. People, bullets aren't defying physics and bending around you like they're in the Matrix. Guy aims at you, guy puts crosshairs on you, guy fires, guy hits you. That is going to reduce time to kill while not enhancing or raising the damage model. That's one thing to keep in mind there. So my conclusion to all this, my theory to this, is that they have not really increased the damage model on Battlefield 4. Sure, I'm sure they've tweaked it here or there. Some guns are bigger. I think Scar H is going to be more and that type of thing. But by and large, they have not increased the damage model on Battlefield 4 that much more than Battlefield 3. And they haven't really decreased the time to kill that much. I think we're just not being told we're being hit. So that first notification and that death are crammed right together all in one notification, and we're all freaking out. But like I said, have faith. We had the same issues in Battlefield 3 beta. They did in fact fix them, and obviously the game went on to play, as we all know. So tell me what you guys think. Do you think they increased the damage models here? Do you think they maybe lessened the time to kill? I'm sure they've tweaked them obviously a little bit, but I think by and large they're going to be very similar to the Battlefield 3 we know and love. And in the end, once they fix all these issues with the hit notification as they had in Battlefield 3, I think we're all going to be happy with the final result, and we're going to have a really great game at its core here. One thing I do hope they do return, I don't see any indicator for a headshot when you die. You used to have the little crosshairs in Battlefield 3 that you look down and be like, that was a weird death, that was really quick. And you look and be like, alright, the guy got a headshot on me. That kind of explains why that felt really fast. I think if that returned, that would really help alleviate a lot of the confusion once they get the hit notification in general fixed, of course. Once again, guys, thanks so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. If you're new to my channel, new to my videos, please don't forget to subscribe. Plenty more Battlefield content coming your way. I'm really excited to bring this stuff to you guys. Like always, guys, thanks so much for watching. Have a great day. Take care.